from Intact.
Yeah, do a quick little run here, and then we might actually be coming back for another game. I
Yeah.
don't think we were planning on it actually, but now we are. I not because we expected them to lose, but we didn't know if we were actually going to be able to get multiple games, or if they were going to do more tomorrow, or where
Yeah.
we were going to be. So I think we actually have another one. We're going to confirm that right in here in just a second. But let's talk a little bit about the map. Let's talk about the initial terrorist control from Intact.
Yeah, so we saw them obviously winning the pistol round, which is great, and not getting ecoed, and then developing a default style. And they had this very early on, had this crucial round that we talked about, where they were able to rotate very late towards the A bomb site, completely catching the CTs off guard, winning the round in fantastic fashion, getting the bomb down at 6 seconds left in the round. Just perfect timing, flawless execution, and I think that really shook Twisted Sin for the rest of the half. As you saw, they never quite knew whether Intact was going to Navi style, 2016 Navi style execute on them with 20 seconds left on a bomb site, or whether the pressure was going to come quick. And that allowed Intact to take a couple quick rounds towards the B area and really get out of the broken wall with very little utility coming out from the counter terrorists to defend themselves. So
Yeah, the pace switch up was incredible. We saw lots of late executes, lots of early executes. But to Twisted's credit, they had a great T side themselves with a lot of the same pace switches that we saw from Intact. But Intact figuring out a couple of key things to shut down their default there in the last few rounds of counter terrors. What do you think it was that they switched up? What was the major thing that they switched up that really got them in those last few counter terrorist rounds to be able to pull out those key few kills? Few extra things you might do in order to pull those rounds out.
just a well-timed flank from Kai with the 2K and the Deagle. Like honestly, that's basically the match right there, because that prevented them. From facing a match point, and instead of facing a match point, certainly on an eco round where they don't even buy armor and they have scouts and pistols, takes you from I believe it was like a 3v4 to a 3v2 just instantly. Picks up a gun, they're able to win the round, and that's just a 100% momentum shift. And I imagine those are the types of rounds, if you're a Twisted player, that you may actually end up tilting off of as well. I know, I would. I've IGL'd a couple times in open teams, and if your team loses to an eco like that, especially when the game is in the bag, it's like the most tilting thing in the universe. So
Yeah, and they had to have felt like they really had control of that game and that they really were going to take it, just
yeah,
two more rounds. That's what they probably kept saying to one another.
they've won
And
almost every single round on the T side.
and so how could you not expect to take that? And so the thing is, the momentum shift from Intact was phenomenal. I thought that they really kept their heads in the game and were able to really pull out a great victory here. And I think that let's find out if we're going to cast the next game, take a little break. I need to pee like a racehorse, to be honest with you. So let's do that, and maybe we'll get back to you guys here in just a couple minutes with the next match.
All right, thanks, guys.